Hi everyone, we're at Arendalsuka, southern Norway. There's a kind of a big democratic festival. Researchers, organizations, politicians, business leaders gather here for a week to solve the great challenges together, I guess. Edel, you're here. What are you going to do while in town?
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm a forretningsutvikler, which is a business developer in Norwegian in Norway at SINTEF Energi. So today I'm going to talk about second life batteries, and let's kind of get rid of a misconception, because first of all, people are like, second life batteries, is that recycling or something? Mm-hmm. No, it's where you take the battery, it's what you should do with it before you recycle it. So the battery has a first life in an electric vehicle, for example. And then, after it's finished its job in the electric vehicle, it still has 70 or 80% of its potential left. Mm. This is insane if we waste this. Mm. So the idea of second life batteries is where you take the battery and you give it a whole new lease of life. Mm. And you use it, for example, in energy storage technology, where you would not have the same heavy demands that electric vehicles are going to provide to the battery, but where you can use these batteries and really use their full potential and lower the CO2 footprint of the battery. Mm.
And of course, we heard from the International Energy Agency that there's a rush in getting kind of the new energy mix together, and we know batteries offers flexibility there, and they say that in 2030 there's going to be 18 times as many electric vehicles. Do we have really the raw materials to create all those batteries?
We have the raw materials, but what we don't have at the moment, like the raw materials exist in the world. Mm. We do have that, and we also have the potential of recycling many batteries that are already out there and that are kind of really at their end of life. Mm. But we do have the potential to develop mining in a sustainable way now. This is why it's good to do it at this time. We can think, how do we develop the materials that we need in the future? Mm. How do we develop the mechanisms of extracting them? Mm. So there is kind of a lack of supply at the moment that is being dealt with, but to say we don't have the materials is not true.
No, but we know that the prices of the raw materials needed for the whole green transformation of the economy is now going through the roof. So we need to use and reuse everything we can.
Absolutely. We need to use the materials we have to the full potential. Remember, like producing batteries, you use a lot of energy to produce a battery cell. Mm. So, and it's important that when we produce it, we use green energy, so that we're really not making a greater CO2 footprint. But even to reduce the CO2 footprint more, we can use these batteries for second life applications. Mm. Of course, this is not just a simple case of taking the battery out of the automobile and popping it into an energy system. Mm. You have to do quite a bit of preparation. You have to understand the state of the health of the battery, and you have to create a good management system around the battery to ensure it's going to be safe for those applications. Mm. But we have a lot of potential to fix a lot of the problems in our energy system by using energy storage from second life batteries. Mm.
And we're at the Norwegian scale right here now in Arendalsuka, but you have a lot of experience and insight into the European arena. And of course we know they have very ambitious goals, and one keyword is self-supply. Are we going to get there in Norway, do you think? Will we be able to manufacture batteries with the whole value chain coming from?
In Norway, we have a lot of the value chain available to us. We do not have everything, but when you also take a Nordic perspective, when you look at the Nordic countries, together we really have a lot more of, almost all of what it takes. Mm. But on a European scale, we really can do this. Of course, there are some materials that will be key materials. They'll need to be brought in from other parts of the world. Mm. But overall, we have such a great potential here in Norway and across the Nordic, what we could call the battery belts of the future, to produce batteries with a really low CO2 footprint. It's a superb opportunity for Norway, and it would be really foolish if we miss this opportunity. Everything is moving very quickly now in this sector, and it's very important that we capture this opportunity now.
So to everyone from our Nordic neighbor countries, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, we're calling on you.
Join us.
We're going to do this together.